G'day YouTube, welcome to another video. It's been a little while. Figured it was probably time to just update everyone on sort of what was going on and why we just haven't put out any content for a fair while. So I'll try and keep this fairly short and sweet. Anyone who's been watching the channel for a while, you know, the past couple of years have been, well, yeah, basically the past 12 months have been pretty rough. Fair bit of stuff happening. So in June, I actually released a video for sort of explaining this just after it happened, but in June I ended up having a seizure. So it was just after the whole King of the Strip situation. And for you that watched that content, we did, on the lead up to King of the Strip, we pretty much did a full rebuild on the cruiser the week leading up. We pretty much, me and Rex worked basically through the night and day for about 4 or 5 days straight. And pretty much didn't sleep hardly at all. Which obviously took a fair bit of toll on me. And then the next week, I also had a couple of late nights trying to get a few things done, trying to catch up from spending so much time on our cruiser the week before. And that weekend ended up having a seizure. So really out of the blue, first one that I'm aware of that I've ever had. Unfortunately, it resulted in some fractured vertebrae, which I found out a few weeks later after I'd already been back at work, which was not too much fun. So my back was pretty cooked. I was off the tools for quite a while. Anyway, I ended up being diagnosed with epilepsy, so turns out I'm epileptic, go figure. And they've medicated me now, so it's just been, you know, there was just so much going on at the time, and I just needed a break from something. And as we always talked about, the content side of things is really a commodity that doesn't really pay the bills. We like to do it, I like to do it, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of work, doesn't really particularly pay our bills, and something sort of had to give. So, and being medicated's been a bit hard to get used to. The medication sort of knocked me around a little bit, maybe a bit dopey. I'm not sure if maybe the actual seizure, how it affected my head as well. But, you know, since that, I've always sort of had a bit of a struggle just trying to do too many things at once. You know, between this, the part shop, and the channel, and then obviously with the YouTube, sort of makes me very accessible. I talk to a lot of people talk to me. I try my best, but it is a lot to try and do all at once. And I just found that I was actually really struggling. Like, for anyone that's been inquiring lately, I do apologize. There's like so many people that inquire and ask for quotes, and I just forget. I forget who I've talked to, who I told to do what. I actually, you know, I've been having a real hard time trying to keep on top of all of that. And yeah, I was just so behind the scenes stuff, paperwork and stuff that needed to be done. And yeah, just decided to take a bit of a break from the content side of things. You guys know that I've got a mate that's sort of been helping me with the editing a little bit, which has been awesome, but he's been busy as well lately. So he's been a bit quiet. I've still been filming through all this. I've been just filming, ticking along with filming some stuff, but just trying to have somewhat of a break from something to try and sort of get on top of everything else, really. And you know, the content can always come out later, and that's pretty much what we're going to do. So that's the plan. We'll start releasing content again, hopefully pretty soon. We're starting to finally get on top of a lot of things here at the moment. As you can see, the HQ behind us, it's actually running now, so there's quite a bit of content to catch up on that sort of stuff. Yeah, and it's just been one of those things. Unfortunately, I can't drive till 6 months after my seizure, which is fair enough, but it does make it incredibly difficult for us to run, or for me to run this business. I do so much driving. Our machine shops, everything's so far away from us, so it's just been hard. And that's not even all that's happened this year. There's been heaps of other stuff going on too. Even before all this, I perforated my eardrum, blew my eardrum out from an inner ear infection, which was just annoying, which is still very deaf. I cooked my ankle earlier this year as well, and was hobbling around for a good couple of weeks and was pretty much off the tools then. We lost a friend earlier in the year, which, yeah, it's just been one of those years, man. It's just life happens. But anyway, yeah, needed to cull back on something and just have somewhat of a break, just from something that I was doing, just because for like 3 years, people just kept telling me to slow down. A lot of people that watch the channel keep telling me to slow down. And like they say, if you don't stop and rest, your body will stop and rest for you, and that's pretty much what happened. Anyway, guys, don't get me wrong. It's not like a big sympathy fest or anything. Like I said, it's just life. Life happens. There's still like heaps of good stuff going on as well. But yeah, it was just hard to keep on top of everything, so just had a little bit of a break. But anyway, that's the update. I'm not going to drag it on much longer than that. You know, there's so much content to come, so much coming out. I've got so much to catch up on. The other thing is a lot of my camera gear, like a lot of the stuff that I use to make content, it really needs updating. This GoPro that I'm filming on at the moment, it absolutely grinds my gears so many times. Do so much filming, load it onto the computer, and there'll be like days worth of clips with no audio. And yeah, it just does my freaking head in. So if anyone has any recommendations for like a decent camera, I would really like to upgrade my camera at the very least, just to make it easier to make this content. You know, it's pretty disheartening when that sort of thing happens, when you put effort into doing all that filming and then like there's no audio. It's like, well, you know, it's just so frustrating. So I would like something that is just like point and shoot. I don't have to do anything. Like the GoPro, I've got the media mod case, which has got the microphone and everything else on it, and I think that's what the issue is. I think that's why so often the audio drops out and doesn't have audio. So yeah, ideally, if anyone's got any recommendations for just a point and shoot camera that I could upgrade to, or I don't have to worry about all that, that'd be awesome, and it'd probably be a bit more motivating if I knew the camera gear was a bit better and actually worked. So anyway, as far as business goes, I think I've talked about it already publicly. I don't know. I've definitely talked about it to our patrons, but you know, we're trying to not take on any more of these bigger projects for at least, you know, the immediate future. Get everything sorted out here, get up to date and caught up on some of our own projects, and just try and do a lot more tuning and just cam kits, and got some other directions I want to move the business. I've got some other markets that I want to try and break into, and unfortunately at the moment with how many of these builds and stuff we've got on the go at the same time, and how increasingly difficult it's getting to sort of pull it all together. You know, as long as that's happening, I don't really have the time to try and chase up the way I want to go. So that's what we're moving towards, but obviously there's still so much content to be made and so much to catch up on. So that's just the update, guys. Just figured I'd give you an update on my situation, where we are currently. I've been doing a heap of other stuff, trying to sort of do some things that aren't cars. I've been getting back into riding a little bit and trying to get out on the bike on weekends and have a bit of a break so that we sort of keep sane. So anyway, content's coming, heaps of it, and yeah, looking forward to that. And I'm keen to get the YouTube happening again. Yeah, honestly, it's just been hard trying to wear so many different hats at once and trying to remember all these different things. So if you are someone that is trying to inquire about work or things like that, don't feel bad about double messaging, double emailing, because I do just need the reminder. So like I said, I don't know whether it's the medication. I don't know if it's just how the seizure affected my brain. I don't know if it's maybe just a combination of both, plus just trying to do too many things at once. I'm not sure. I really am not sure. So yeah, just don't feel bad about double emailing, double messaging, reminding. I need it. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon. Plenty more content coming. I'm back into sort of editing a little bit more now, so hopefully we'll be rolling with it. So thanks for watching. As always, we'll see you on the next one. Peace out. See you. Bye.